You believe hard work alone will make you successful? Then let me unchain you. The man who works without law is a laborer. The man who thinks with purpose is a king. And though both may sweat, only one builds, the other toils without end, spinning the wheel of busyness with no thought to destination. If that sounds like you, busy but not built, listen carefully. Prepare to be unchained. The world teaches you to work harder, but what you need is to think sharper. You have been conditioned to confuse movement with progress, exhaustion with achievement, suffering with sanctity. Motion without aim is drift. Effort without thought is slavery. Endless toil without law is not noble. It is unconscious bondage. I studied the wealthiest men who ever lived. Not by hearsay, but by instruction. I learned from Carnegie, the man who made more millionaires than any other in history. I studied Ford, Edison, Rockefeller, Schwab, Lincoln, and I lived their patterns in my own flesh. What I saw was simple yet revolutionary. The world does not reward the hardest worker. It rewards the clearest thinker. The top 1% do not think like the masses. Their thoughts are organized. Their decisions are rooted in law. Their results are born not of frenzy but of command. These men do not wait to be told. They declare. They do not wonder. They decide. They do not merely act. They act with plan, with rhythm, with mind that governs action. Hard work will not make you successful. It may keep you alive. It may help you survive. But if you wish to ascend, you must master how to think. Not occasionally, not when crisis hits, but as a discipline, as a daily law. Carnegie told me, I can get men to do anything if I give them a plan. That sentence shattered the illusion of hustle for me. It revealed the truth. It was not effort he relied on. It was direction. He could point average men toward definite tasks, and they would produce riches, not because of superior strength, but because of superior alignment. You have worked hard. But where has it led you? You rise early. You grind late. You push through fatigue. And yet your bank account does not reflect your labor. Your influence does not grow. Your legacy does not build. Why? Because you have confused busyness with mastery, motion with command, effort with law. Let me tell you the truth. Sweat without law is wasted. Pain without direction is wasted. Time without purpose is stolen. Energy without a plan is robbery. And the world will not forgive your ignorance. It will not reward your toil. It will only reward the mind that commands effort. Ford did not invent a car by working harder than anyone else. Edison did not light the world by trying longer than others. Rockefeller did not build an empire by grinding more. They succeeded because they thought clearer, because they acted with law, because they aligned every motion with a larger purpose. Think about it. Every man has 24 hours. Every man can sweat, can push, can labor. But not every man can command thought. Not every man can marshal ideas. Not every man can organize action like an orchestra. And that is why some build fortunes, and others simply survive. You are busy. But are you built? You move. But do you progress? You work. But do you master? The world teaches hustle, but it does not teach law. It does not teach alignment. It does not teach the power of thought directed by purpose. You must see this clearly. Effort without law is chaos. Motion without aim is drift. Exhaustion without direction is bondage. And bondage is not noble. Bondage is not sacred. It is a trap. The men I studied understood this. Carnegie could take ordinary men and make them millionaires. Ford could take average minds and build machines that moved nations. Edison could fail thousands of times and yet invent the light that changed the world. Not because of work alone, but because of the law behind it, because of the order, the plan, the definite purpose that guided every action. Think sharper, not harder. Decide first, act second, plan always. Let your mind govern your work. Let your thought direct your labor. Let your purpose organize your effort. Every minute you waste spinning without aim is a minute stolen. Every hour you push without law is a debt you owe yourself. And every day you confuse motion with progress is a day wasted in chains. You must become deliberate. You must become conscious. You must refuse to be a slave to effort. You must command your work. Otherwise you will toil, endlessly, fruitlessly, blindly. Look at the men who built empires. They did not simply work. They did not simply try. They did not simply endure. They commanded. They planned. They thought in advance. They made law of their mind and law of their action. Their sweat obeyed purpose. Their toil obeyed vision. Their labor obeyed law. Ask yourself this question. Are you a laborer? Or are you a king? Do you spin endlessly? Or do you build with intention? Do you suffer for no reason? Or do you create with law? The choice is yours. You cannot escape this truth. Work alone is not enough. Effort alone is not enough. Movement alone is not enough. The world is littered with exhausted, overworked men who have nothing to show for it. You do not want to be one of them. The path to mastery is simple but not easy. Think clearly. Decide definitively. Act with law. Align your motion with purpose. Let every effort have reason. Let every hour have direction. Let every task serve a plan. Carnegie said, "Give a man a plan, and he will achieve. But give a man only work, and he will suffer. He will sweat, he will toil, he will spin the wheel endlessly, and nothing will grow, nothing will build, nothing will remain." The difference between the laborer and the king is law. Law in thought, law in action, law in every decision, law in every motion, law in every hour. You must cultivate this law every day, every hour, every minute. Your mind must become a tool of mastery. Your thought must become a weapon of creation. Your plan must govern your action like a conductor commands an orchestra. If you are busy but not built, this is your wake-up call. You are chained by ignorance, chained by habit, chained by the world's lies. Prepare to be unchained. Prepare to think. Prepare to decide. Prepare to act with law. You are capable of more than toil, more than exhaustion, more than blind effort. You are capable of creation, of building, of legacy, of wealth, of command. The men I studied were not extraordinary in their sweat. They were extraordinary in their law, in their thought, in their clarity, in their command. They did not work harder. They worked sharper. They acted as kings even before they had kingdoms. This is your chance to step off the treadmill of busyness, to stop spinning without direction, to stop being a laborer, to start being a king. Begin by thinking with purpose. Decide with clarity. Act with law. Align every motion with your plan. Direct your sweat. Command your toil. Master your thought. The world will not reward the busy. It will reward the built. The world will not forgive effort without law. It will reward action with purpose. The world will not honor motion without direction. It will honor mastery. You have the choice. Every day, every hour, every minute. Become deliberate. Become conscious. Become a master of your thought, a master of your action, a master of your life. Stop spinning. Start building. Stop being a laborer. Become a king. Let your mind command your motion. Let your thought govern your sweat. Let your law direct your toil, and watch the world respond. Your effort will no longer be wasted. Your motion will no longer be aimless. Your sweat will no longer serve no one. Your work will build. Your vision will grow. Your legacy will endure. Do not be fooled again. Work alone is nothing. Hustle alone is nothing. Motion alone is nothing. Thought with law is everything. Alignment is everything. Mastery is everything. Today, declare your law. Today, command your thought. Today, direct your work. Today, rise from laborer to king, from effort to mastery, from exhaustion to creation, from spinning to building. The path is simple. Think, decide, act with law, with clarity, with purpose. The world will obey you, not because you sweat, but because your mind commands. Not because you toil, but because your thought aligns with law. Not because you move, but because you move with intention. You have been chained. Now you are free. You have been lost in busyness. Now you are found in mastery. You have been a laborer. Now you are a king. Rise, think, decide, act, build, and let the world witness the power of law-guided thought. You have a mind, and it is powerful. But power unused is wasted. Thought unorganized is chaos. Effort without law is a cage. Look at your life. Are you climbing, or just moving in circles? Are you building wealth, or merely earning scraps? Are you creating influence,
or just filling your hours?
Stop lying to yourself. Stop glorifying exhaustion. Stop mistaking suffering for progress. The world wants you tired. It wants you busy. It wants you to confuse motion with mastery, but you are not here to be tired. You are here to build. You are here to rise. You are here to command. You are here to leave a legacy. The laborer works. He pushes, he strains, he struggles, he sweats, and yet nothing changes. His life is the same year after year. His bank account flatlines. His influence stagnates. His vision remains invisible, the king thinks. He plans, he aligns, he commands, he directs his energy. And because of this, the world bends to his law. Because of this, his life grows. Because of this, his wealth multiplies. Because of this, his legacy endures. You cannot fake this. You cannot wish it into existence. You cannot hustle your way to law. It is cultivated. It is disciplined. It is chosen. Every hour you spend without plan is a theft from yourself. Every day you spend without purpose is a theft from your future. Every minute you spin in motion without direction is a chain. And chains weigh heavy. Look at Carnegie again. He knew the secret of men. Not strength, not sweat, not luck, but the power of direction. He gave men plans. He gave them law. And through law, their labor created wealth beyond imagination. Do you understand this? It is not about effort. It is about alignment. It is not about work. It is about command. It is not about motion. It is about mastery. Your mind must govern your actions. Your purpose must guide your labor. Your vision must structure your time. Otherwise, the world will grind you down. It will chew you up. It will spit you out, and you will wonder why you tried so hard. Do not wonder. Decide. Do not wander. Plan. Do not exhaust. Align. Do not toil blindly. Build consciously. Every man can work. Few can think with law. Few can marshal their effort. Few can turn motion into results. And those few are kings. And those few are wealthy. And those few are remembered. The rest are shadows. Moving, sweating, straining, yet unseen, unknown, unbuilt. You have a choice. You always have a choice. Today, right now. You can continue spinning, or you can rise. You can continue laboring, or you can become a king. You can continue exhausting yourself, or you can begin building with purpose. Begin by seeing clearly. Where is your effort going? Where is your labor directed? Are your motions building your future, or are they empty? The men I studied did not work harder than others. They worked smarter. They aligned their minds with law. They aligned their actions with vision. They made every effort count, every motion meaningful, every decision decisive. Ford did not simply build cars. He built systems. He built methods. He built alignment. He thought ahead. He created order in chaos. He commanded motion, and the world obeyed. Edison did not simply tinker. He tested, measured, and planned. He created with law. He directed every effort toward purpose. He multiplied his mistakes into lessons, and his law-guided action illuminated the world. You too can do this. You too can rise. But you must think. You must plan. You must command. You must align. Otherwise, sweat is wasted. Motion is wasted. Time is stolen. Ask yourself, are you a laborer today, or a king in disguise? Are you building, or just spinning? Are you growing, or merely surviving? The truth is brutal. The world does not care how hard you work. It only rewards law-guided effort. It only honors aligned motion. It only builds kings from those who think with purpose. You can rise. You can build. You can command. But first you must see clearly. First you must break your chains. First, you must unlearn what the world taught you. The world taught you hustle. The world taught you exhaustion. The world taught you busyness. The world did not teach you law. The world did not teach you alignment. The world did not teach you mastery. That is why you are here. That is why you hear this now. To break the chains. To see clearly. To command your mind. To align your effort. To turn motion into building. Every king started as a laborer. Every great man once sweated without law. But they chose to think. They chose to plan. They chose to command, and you can too. Begin today. Decide today. Act with law today. Align your effort. Direct your motion. Master your thought. Sweat will follow. Effort will follow. Time will obey. Results will grow. Wealth will multiply. Legacy will endure. Do not confuse toil with building. Do not confuse suffering with progress. Do not confuse motion with mastery. Think, decide, act with law, with purpose, with clarity. The world will not reward busy men. It will reward built men. It will reward kings. You can rise. You can build. You can master. You can command. Choose to break your chains. Choose to stop spinning. Choose to begin building. Choose law over labor. Choose mastery over motion. Choose clarity over chaos. You are capable. You are ready. You are destined. But only if your mind commands. Only if your thought governs. Only if your plan directs your motion. Rise, laborer. Become a king. The law is your sword. Purpose is your shield. Alignment is your kingdom. And thought is your crown. You've been taught that hard work equals success. I am here to tell you it does not. Effort alone will not lift you. Sweat alone will not build empires. Motion alone will not create wealth. Look at the men who changed the world. They did not grind endlessly without plan. They worked within law. They thought with purpose. They aligned their labor with vision. Every movement had reason. Every effort had direction. Every failure had lesson. Carnegie said, "Give a man a plan and he will achieve." Not luck. Not effort, not time, but plan, direction, law. You must become deliberate. Your thoughts must be organized. Your decisions must be rooted in law. Your actions must be guided by purpose. Otherwise, you are just spinning. Spinning until exhaustion steals your life. Spinning until your sweat is wasted. Spinning until your potential is buried. Look around you. The world is full of men who move a lot, who do a lot, who push a lot, but have nothing to show, nothing lasting, nothing built. Do not be one of them. Do not be busy but broken. Do not toil without law. Do not labor without thought. Do not exhaust yourself for nothing. Learn to think clearly. Every morning ask, what is my purpose today? Where must my effort go? What must I achieve? Where is my plan? Do not move until your thought commands your motion. Imagine your mind as an army. Every soldier is a thought. Without command, they fight each other. They scatter. They waste energy. They lose battles. With law, your mind becomes a general. Every soldier knows its place. Every movement is coordinated. Every action follows strategy. Every battle is won. This is why the wealthy think differently. They see their mind as a tool, not a machine for random effort. Not a factory for busy work, but a command center. A place where decisions are made. Where vision is aligned with action. Edison did not invent by luck. He invented by planning. He failed thousands of times. But each failure had purpose. Each experiment had law. Each attempt was deliberate. That is why he lit the world. Ford did not create the assembly line by working harder. He studied the process. He aligned motion with efficiency. He applied law to labor, and he multiplied output exponentially. Rockefeller did not become rich by grinding. He studied markets. He understood leverage. He applied law to every transaction. And wealth followed naturally. You can do the same, not by working harder, but by thinking clearer, by deciding sharper, by acting with law. Stop glorifying exhaustion. Stop worshiping struggle. Stop confusing suffering with sanctity. Labor is not holy if it is blind. Effort is not sacred if it lacks purpose. Motion without aim is drift. Sweat without law is wasted. Time without plan is theft. Energy without direction is slavery. You must become conscious of your motion. Every movement deliberate. Every effort meaningful. Every hour aligned. Every task part of a plan. Do this and your labor multiplies. Your effort compounds. Your results grow exponentially. You will see progress where before there was only exhaustion. You will see achievement where before there was only sweat. You will see legacy where before there was only busyness. The difference between the laborer and the king is law. Law in thought, law in action, law in every decision, law in every motion. You have the choice. You can continue spinning endlessly. You can continue exhausting yourself. You can continue being a laborer, or you can rise. You can think clearly. You can act deliberately. You can master your thought. You can command your work. You can build wealth. You can create influence. You can leave a legacy. Begin today. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Today. Take 1 hour. Plan your day with law. Decide what will be built. Decide what must be accomplished. Align every motion to your purpose. Take 1 week. Review every effort. Ask, does this build? Does this advance me? Does this align with law? Take 1 month. Observe your progress. See the difference between motion and mastery. See the difference between toil and building. See the power of law-guided action. Do this consistently, and your life transforms. Your work becomes wealth. Your effort becomes influence. Your sweat becomes legacy. The world will not reward busy men. It will reward built men. It will reward kings. Laborers toil. Kings build, laborers strain. Kings command, laborers sweat. Kings create. Which will you choose? The answer is simple. Think clearly. Decide with purpose. Act with law. Align your effort. Master your thought. Build consciously. The chain is broken. The trap is seen. The laborer can rise. The king can awaken. Rise today. Think sharper. Decide boldly. Act with law. Build your empire. Create your legacy. Command your world. No more wasted sweat. No more blind motion. No more chains of ignorance. You are free. Your mind is a kingdom. Your effort is your army. Your law is your guide. Your legacy is your reward. Choose to command. Choose to master. Choose to build. Choose to rise. The laborer stops here. The king begins now. Now you know the truth. Hard work alone will not make you successful. Sweat without law is wasted. Motion without purpose is slavery. You have been busy. You have been exhausted. You have been spinning. But now you see clearly, it is time to break the chains. It is time to command your mind. It is time to align your effort. It is time to act with law. The laborer remains trapped. The king rises. Your thoughts are your most powerful tool. Your decisions are the blueprint of your life. Your actions are the building blocks of your legacy. Think with clarity. Decide with purpose. Act with law. Command your labor. Direct your motion. Build your empire. Legacy is not given. Wealth is not accidental. Influence is not random. They are earned. They are built. They are mastered. Today you choose to continue spinning or to rise, to continue laboring or to become a king. The choice is yours. The law is yours to follow. The kingdom is yours to build. Rise, think, decide, act, build. The world awaits your command. Your legacy begins now. Your time is now. Your mind is now. You are no longer a laborer. You are a king, a builder, a master of your thought, a master of your life. And from this moment forward, you will never work without purpose again. You will never sweat without law again. You will never spin without building again. Rise and let the world witness your mastery.